I decided to do this video as with Ayodhya Ram Mandir getting constructed, Places of Worship Act seems to be a relevant issue in today's time. We will need to see the background a little bit. Places of Worship Act was enacted in 1991 after PV Narasimha Rao became the Prime Minister of the 10th Lok Sabha. Congress party in its manifesto had already promised to bring the bill in response to the communally charged atmosphere after Lal Krishna Advani's Rath Yatra. BJP had already won big in the 1991 assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh, and Kalyan Singh became the chief minister. Kalyan Singh's government acquired 2.77 acres of land opposite Babri Masjid. It was done to facilitate pilgrims coming to worship the Ram idol installed inside the Babri complex. The land acquisition was challenged in the Supreme Court, and it ruled that the state government could neither transfer the land nor build any permanent structure on it. The UP government responded by demolishing the buildings on the acquired land, contending that the apex court barred construction but was silent on the demolitions. Within weeks, the entire area opposite the Babri Masjid, a graveyard since 1855, was leveled. At the same time, Viswa Hindu Parishad, using various levels of persuasions, acquired plots and buildings surrounding the mosque. Narasimha Rao's government could see where all this are going. To prevent similar movements and demands from happening at other places, the Places of Worship Act was brought under special provisions. It was described as an act to prohibit conversion of any place of worship and to maintain the religious character as it existed on August 15th, 1947. The exact day the bill became an act was September 18th, 1991. The law prescribed a punishment of imprisonment up to 3 years and also a fine for anyone who violates the sections of the act. The bill was opposed by BJP even when debate was going on in the parliament. They frequently interrupted and finally walked out in protest. They demanded that Kashi Gyanvapi Masjid and Shahi Eidgah Masjid of Mathura to be included in the exemption list. They also questioned why the bill was not applicable to Jammu and Kashmir. Some BJP MPs questioned 1947 as the arbitrary cutoff date and why not 1192 when Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan. But Congress MPs defended the cutoff date as the date was the start for a new future for the country. An important question was raised by some Muslim MPs who questioned if the law applies only to places where the religious character has been changed or also to places which have been converted to residential or, say, commercial purposes. The Home Minister clarified the law applies to only any use of a religious structure other than its actual religious character, as it was on 15th August 1947. However, he also mentioned that the prescribed punishment is only applicable when the religious structure is converted to another place of worship. There were some important exceptions provided in the Act. One of them is the Section 5, which says that the Act will not apply to the Ram Janmbhumi Babri Masjid issue. Because of this exemption, trial in the Ayodhya case continued to take place and a final verdict was announced by the Supreme Court in 2019. Another important exemption which has become a really relevant now is the section 43-A. Any place of worship which is an ancient and historical monument or an archaeological site covered by the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites Act, which was enacted in 1958. This throws open the possibility that the law doesn't apply to ancient monuments such as Shahi Idgah of Mathura or the Gyan Bapi Masjid of Kashi. However, protected monuments which are under direct control of central government cannot be exempted from this law, as we have already seen in the judgment in Qutub Minar case. Court of Civil Judge Neha Sharma passed the judgment which said, and I quote, once a monument has been declared to be a protected monument and is owned by the Indian government, the plaintiffs cannot insist that the places of worship must actually and actively be used for religious services. The law has been challenged in Supreme Court on several issues. First is the absence of judicial review, which the law prohibits under Section 4. Second is the arbitrary cutoff date of August 15, 1947, which prevents Hindus from reclaiming sites and temples destroyed by Islamic invasions. Third is the claim that the law infringes on the right to religion for Hindus and other non Muslim communities. The petition has been filed by a certain Ashwini Upadhyay, and Supreme Court has accepted the petition. Decision is still pending for now.